We are out on the weather patio with John Knickerbocker, who is the Community Engagement Coordinator for PFCU. And John, there's of course been a lot of talk in the news about fraud right now when it comes to people's finances. What can you tell us about that?
Yeah, a lot of it has occurred, as we go through the pandemic, and a lot of people have gone online and they're buying their groceries and buying a lot of different items online. And what has caused the fraud people have gotten a little more expertise on coming in and stealing a lot of information, vital information from people, and hacking into their accounts and stealing money, ordering stuff and having it shipped right to them. So fraud has become very prevalent, and on our website we have a lot of great information about how to, if you suspect you've had fraud,
right,
the different steps that you need to take to report the fraud, keep an eye out, and even know that you are having fraud committed on your accounts. Keep an eye on your accounts and things like that. So there's a lot of great information on our website to not only prevent you from getting fraud, if you suspect you've had fraud, steps you need to take to report that and get that reported to the officials for prosecution, basically.
Right, yeah, so you can get those bad people in trouble.
Exactly, yep.
Another important thing that people should be concerned about or keep an eye on, besides fraud and identity theft and all of that, are their credit scores, right?
Correct. Credit scores are very vital, and with a good credit score, it helps you keep your interest rates down on your new home, on your new car, your new purchase. So it is vital that you stay on top of your credit score, pay your bills on time, make sure you're not overextending yourself by creating too much credit. That has an adverse effect on your credit score also. So the best thing to do is, again, kind of keep an eye on your credit score. There's a lot of free sites that you can go to and get your up-to-date credit score. I know I have 2 different sites that I check mine about every 10 to 14 days, but it's amazing that even one purchase, we had some work done on both of our automobiles. So it was about $3,000 worth of auto repairs, but that had an adverse effect on my credit score because all of a sudden I've got $3,000 of credit out there that I didn't have last week.
And you recommend actually keeping an eye on those scores how often? 10 to 14 days?
I check mine about every 10 to 14 days. I'm allowed to with the sites that I have. Every 10 days they will update it for me. And usually a lot of different credit cards will have a free credit report on them. So that's what I'm actually doing, is going to 2 different credit cards that I have and checking my credit scores there.
Well, I guess I know what I'll be doing later on today.
It's pretty vital.
It really is.
Yep.
You want to catch anything too before it gets way out of hand.
Exactly. Again, with all the fraud that's going on, that'll have an adverse effect on your credit score. If they go and they make a major purchase on your credit, it makes an adverse effect on your credit score.
Another fun thing that you guys do at PFCU is you help the youth understand how important youth financial education is. You guys even have a book, right?
Yes, we even have a book. Dollar Duck saves his bucks.
Saves his bucks. He ain't sharing, he's saving.
He's not sharing. And it's a great book here, and yes, we start with our financial education, even with our youngest members. And so we have this book that is available on our website, along with some great coloring pages, so they can print off some coloring pages. But this is a story of how Dollar Duck got a birthday present, got some birthday money, came up missing, and then he eventually found it, and his parents showed him how he could take it to PFCU Credit Union, and we protect his money for him. But we have podcasts coming out all the time for all different ages, even our folks that I know they're working on one right now, that we have a staff member has a daughter getting married, so they made a podcast about all the unexpected costs of a wedding. And so there's a lot of great podcasts out there. Our educational specialist, Maddie, is constantly working on things to help everyone from credit scores to, again, fun things like the wedding costs, to purchasing your first home, to purchasing a car.
And real quick, before we wrap things up, you guys also have a lot of stuff that you do throughout the community, right? Yeah,
we're privileged to be involved in. We have 12 different communities that we have branches in, and then neighboring communities that we participate in, everything from chamber golf outings to, right now, all the festivals are going on. I did 2 festivals this weekend back in my hometown of Swartz Creek and also in Owasso. We have the Tone Park renovation in Portland that we are going to be part of. And then in the town of Lowell, they built a brand new showboat, and we participated in that and helping raise some funds to get that showboat up and running for the city of Lowell. So a lot of fun things that we do in the community.
Right.
That's what I get to do. Is I tell people I get to do all the fun stuff, whether it's the Flint City Bucks soccer team or the Flint Firebirds hockey team or going to the festivals. And unfortunately, sometimes I have to break down and get an elephant ear. So
There you
those
go.
fun things like that.
All right. Well, John, we appreciate the information today, and thank you very much. We'll have to check out that book.
Yeah, please do, and thank you.
All right. Well, stick around. We've got more coming up on Studio 10.